What's up everyone, I'm Carmine and you're tuned in to another episode of Quick Shift. Before we can start tuning the Evo, we're definitely going to have to address a boost leak stemming from the throttle body shaft seals, which happens to be a pretty common issue on DSMs and Evos. Before starting the tuning process on any car, you should definitely test and address any boost leaks, as these will throw off your tune and cause incorrect fuel mixtures, poor idling, and over boosting. So let's get started. Alright guys, with the throttle body off, I'm just going to quickly clean it. Alright, next I'm just going to mark where the TPS is currently positioned. There's a little spring inside that has preload, and you're going to want to basically keep it in the same position for when you reinstall. So just make a few hash marks that will match up with the throttle body side. I think 5 should be pretty good. Okay, next we'll remove the TPS. Alright, next we're going to take off this C-clip that is holding these washers in place. You're going to need some spring clip pliers to remove it. I'm using the Channel Lock 927, which has adjustable tips that will fit inside of these tiny little holes here. I'll link it in the description. Alright, next we'll remove these screws that are holding the butterfly valve in place. Mitsubishi applied some blue Loctite from the factory, so it might be a little hard to break. Okay, now we could get these washers out. As you can see, there's a plastic washer on top followed by a metal washer underneath. Alright, now I'm just going to make a mark on the spring just so I have an idea of how compressed it was before I took it off. After that, we'll just pull off the shaft. Alright, so here are the throttle body shaft seals. As you can see, it's basically a metal ring that's encapsulated in rubber, and you're going to want to dig into that rubber to pull the seal out. So what I'm going to try to do is use a pick to bite into the rubber and then pull out. So we'll see how that goes. Be really careful not to score the inside cylinder right here. Well, that was cool. Alright, so I'm going to just use some grease to lube the area where the seals are going to be going on the seals themselves. And then we're just going to push them in, open side in. A good way I found to seal these is just to use a 10mm socket and just lightly tap it with a mallet. Okay, next we'll slide this shaft back into throttle body. We're also going to want to make sure it doesn't push out the seal on the other side. As you can see, we have the same tension we did when we first took it off. The line is still lined up, so we know that the springs are compressed as much as they were when we first took it off. Okay, now I'm going to put in the copper washer onto the TPS side, followed by the plastic washer. These are pliers to put the clip back on. Now we'll reinstall our TPS, making sure all of our hash marks line up. As you can see, all of our marks line up. And finally, we'll put our valve back in place. Now for the butterfly valve screws, we're going to want to put some thread locker blue on them. Just put a decent amount. That way they don't back out due to vibrations or anything like that. And you want to make sure that when you install this valve that it, if you have your throttle body facing up, you'll want the bottom of the valve to come upward towards the intake manifold when you open the throttle, like so. Everything's good to go here. It is ready to be reinstalled. And before I reinstall the throttle body completely, I'm going to make sure I put a new throttle body gasket. I'll link the part number for this in the description. There's also this nice little tab on the top left. If you're facing the intake manifold though, that will help you hold it in place while you install the throttle body. What you also might want to do is adjust the slack on your throttle cable. As you can see, mine has quite a bit. So what you do is just loosen these two bolts and then slide this plate to the left just to reduce the amount of slack, or to the right to add some slack. So I'm going to just do that real quick. Alright, at this point I'm going to do a boost leak test just to make sure everything is all set. I'm going to just spray some soapy water on all the connections and then also around the throttle body just to make sure the seals are good. So let's do that real quick. Well, if you guys could see, it does not look like we're losing pressure that rapidly, so between that and not really hearing any boost leaks after spraying some soapy water, I think we're good to go. Alright, now that that's all sorted out, we can finally start tuning the Evo. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.